Good morning and welcome. If you're seated in this room, I think you know what you're here for. You're here for our meditation service, so welcome. And if you're streaming in live, same goes for you. And as we prepare to move into communion with the divine, communion with your soul, communion with the infinite brilliance of all the eternal frequencies. That's what meditation is. As a matter of fact, our goal, I'm going to tell you one of your goals that maybe you're not aware of, is to be in ceaseless meditation. That's an enlightened state of holy awareness, where you don't need a meditation practice because you're just steeped in a holy awareness, a divine intelligence of infinite brilliance. And so that's where we're headed. But we use everything, all of our spiritual tools, we utilize as a practice until they become a way of life. And as we prepare to move into the stillness, just a few reminders. There are many meditation practices around the globe from different lineages and different practices. They all have intentions built into them. Some are meditations of inquiry or activation. Some are of mantra or visioning, or just like we'll be doing today, stillness. And there's the intention built in, and there's the intention that we bring to our meditation practice. So I'm going to give you a few suggestions, as always. One of them is that we're not going to let anything distract us. Nothing in the outer world, no sounds, clearings of throats, traffic, whatever. None of that's going to distract us. We're going to move into an unwavering space of undistracted awareness, which includes nothing's going to distract us in the inner world either. So those thoughts that want to take you down a trail of what are we doing later today? How long is this going to be? What am I going to have for brunch, lunch, or dinner? Or what am I doing tomorrow? We're going to let all of that go to the best of our ability. We're not going to make anything bad or wrong. We're just going to set the intention that we'll be in an undistracted awareness, and that will do it. We're also going to intend that all the channels and all the meridians of our physical, emotional, and mental bodies simply return to the indigenous frequency of our spiritual magnificence, of calm. So just all the energy that's flowing is of the eternal. And that this is going to be the best, the most delicious, the most relaxing, the most revelatory, rejuvenating meditation ever. And I'm also going to include one of the most powerful intentions of all. Actually, it's more of an action. If you have a cellular device, could you just make sure it is either off or in meditation mode? Some of you call it airplane mode. And for our love streamers, if you're on a cellular device, you might want to just put it on Do Not Disturb. We're getting ready to do the same. I will center us. If you hear every word I say, great. If you just move into the depths and heights of meditation, wonderful. If you doze off, that's okay. Anything and everything is all right. We're just going to allow this to be gentle, peaceful, magnificent, and beautiful. We'll stay in the stillness for a little bit, and then we'll come out in a wave of prayer. I'm going to invite you to go ahead and get comfortable in any way that feels right and good to you, as we are now ready to begin. And as always, we begin by first giving ourselves permission to relax, saying in our minds, I give myself permission to relax and open to the divine frequencies, the eternal energies of peace and love, beauty and joy, harmony and clarity. We allow our bodies to simply melt into a soft, powerful space of vitality. Our emotions to vitalize in divine strength. And our minds to begin to be overwhelmed with stillness and the wisdom beyond words. We have no place to go. We have nothing to do except to allow every moment to take us deeper into momentlessness. And so I invite you to bring your awareness to the root, the base of your spine and your hips, with the intention of allowing it to open. To return to its spiritual, divine blueprint of calm, resplendence and radiance, and a grounded state of magnificence. I invite you to bring your awareness to your crown, top of your head, and allow it to open. Imagine, like the dome of an observatory, our crowns are wide open, solely and only for the eternal energies and divine frequencies of life force, illumination, and grace. I invite you to imagine the highest point of divinity, of angelic revelry, of omnipresent magnificence. And open to that, to an intimate, overwhelming sense of divinity. As we return to the beginning, as we open to the purity, the magnificence, the eternality, the beauty of God, you may begin to feel your divine sensorium awakening. the inner eye, in the middle of your brow, opening, attuning to insight and revelation of truth. I invite you to bring your awareness to just in between the outer ears, allowing the inner ear to open. Inclining our ear to only hear the voice of the soul. And I invite you to bring your awareness to your mental body as we let go even more of all distraction. And so we let go of time. We're not getting rid of it. We're rising above it. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. Letting go of the present. And fully opening to the infinite expanse of the presence. Timelessness and spaciousness, expanding. Everything is soothing, softening, and strengthening. Everything is opening and expanding, flooding with light, luminosity, and weightlessness. You can feel the release of density, evaporating like steam to the light of the sun. Solely through intention, without changing anything. Become aware of your breath with the intention of allowing it to become deeper, fresher, wider. Feel the energy that breathes the breath effortlessly, and allow it to expand. And it is here, with every cycle of breathing, that we go deeper and higher in a revelatory state of beauty in the fertile field of stillness. Going even deeper, rising even higher. You to become keenly aware of the divine energies, the spectrum. I invite you to become aware of the energy of beauty, the highest, purest magnificence of beauty. Allow your toes to feel it, your legs, your shoulders, your emotions, and mind. It begins to perpetuate a sensation of awe. I invite you to allow that to expand as we open and focus on the energy of peace in all the cells and muscles, ligaments, tendons, and joints of our body. Allow peace to expand. Peace of mind. Peace in our body of affairs. And allow it to expand. And I invite you to become aware the divine idea of your life specifically. It is grand, it is glorious, and some call it passion. Uninhibited, unconstricted flow of passion that is soft, prevailing, potent. And imagine as you inhale, you are drawing amplified energies of beauty, peace, and passion. Inhaling all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. Imagine as you inhale the energy tingling through your body into your feet. That every cell, every muscle, every organ is flooding with these energies, awakening the inherent, innate of wellness, goodness, and our spiritual DNA. And we allow it to expand, and as it expands, there is a spontaneous sense of gratitude as we remember the truth. Throughout all of life, in the soil, in the oceans, in the sky, in our body temples, in the solar system, in this galaxy, there's a presence. We call it God. An omnipresence that is never absent. It is fertile, it is effervescent, it is radiant, as magnificence. It is goodness. Many call it bliss. We opened that primordial vibration and the great truth of knowing each and every one of us, each and every single one of us, without fail, formed and fashioned from the very eternal, magnificent light, the perfect blueprint of the divine. Some call it the soul, the part of our beingness that has never been hurt or harmed. It knows nothing of struggle or strife. It knows nothing of limitation or confusion. It is in a thriving state of clarity, a thriving state of eternity. It is bliss. It is our true self, the higher self, the eternal self. And its radiance is what we let to shine through this beautiful experience that we call human. We give permission, and we allow that radiance to amplify, magnify, and expand. And it is from a place of deep gratitude, knowing something wonderful has taken place just by relaxing, deliberately, intentionally inviting, evoking, and allowing. And as we come back into a lucid state of divine awareness, I invite you to feel that energy. Oh, as you inhale, not only coming all the way down into your feet, but all the way down to the bottom of your energy field, the South Pole. We call it your 10th chakra, or your Earth Star, where we ground heaven on earth. Peace, love, beauty, joy, prosperity, wellness, goodness on earth, in this life, in this body, right here, right now. We allow it to expand. And we simply agree by saying, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
And you're welcome to open your eyes, stretch whatever feels right and good to you. You're welcome to stay seated and relax. We're going to bring the lights up here in the sanctuary. We are going to take a break for about 4.5, 5 minutes before we begin our music, our message, our service. So feel free to move about the cabin. Love streamers, you're going to see a slide come up for a minute, and then, 5, and then we will be back to our live streaming service. Much love, peace, and blessings.
Center.
Good morning.
What a beautiful day today. My name is Paulette Smith, and I'm a member of the board of directors here at Soul Center, and on behalf of them and our founders, Jessica Suslik and Patricia Griffith, who is our angel in heaven, her photo's right over there, I'd like to welcome you to today's Sunday service of Soul Center OC. We're very, very happy you're here. So let's start by doing our Soul Center declaration. It's coming up on your screen and it's also in your program. We'll all rise and say this together with great enthusiasm and intention. There is one life, and that life is God. That life is perfect, and that life is my life now. I am here to receive the divine message for me. I am awake, I am tapped in, and I am transformed. Thank you. And of course, we have our house band. We've got Jessica Doy and Brian Sherrick, and we have the amazing Jackie Simone Elliott here with us today. And here's Angelina with some important announcements.
Thank you, Soul Sister. Buenos dias, Soul Center. Buenos dias. Wonderful to be here live in person and get some good lovin' in the flesh. All right, let's remember to check our phones to make sure that they are silent or meditation mode, please. Details about all these announcements can be found in our newsletter, the welcome table, or you can listen to me. Oh yes, the website. Thank you. All right, we have a new class coming up. Some of you have heard about. It is going to be an amazing class. It is Reverend Keith's Divine Energy Medicine class, and it begins June 25th. So get ready to unlock deep physical, emotional, and karmic healing. In this interactive 5-week Zoom course, you'll receive the practical tools to activate your 12-strand DNA, balance your chakras, and awaken your divine intuition. Through powerful activations, meditation, and living prayer, you will align with your perfect blueprint to finally release old blocks and truly thrive. So don't wait. Register today at our website, at the welcome table. Don't forget to visit our on-site Garden bookstore. It has many items to support your spiritual practice. Members enjoy 10% off of everything, including tea, candles, jewelry, and of course, Soul Center apparel. We have other ongoing events. Reverend Keith's Daily Affirmative Prayer. It's now on a summer schedule, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. every day on Zoom except Sunday. And you can join it also through Soul Center's Facebook page. We have midweek meditation, 6:45 p.m. here in person or live streaming on Wednesdays. After service today, we have our Welcome Open House. So if you're new or just haven't been able to attend one of our open house events, please join us after service today. You'll learn what Soul Center has to offer, what it is all about, including our history, new thought, and our Agape Association, how you could get involved, and what membership in our community truly means. And now, I'd like to welcome Colleen Lavoie and Kathy Loquet for a few words about our Sacred Service Volunteer Ministry.
Well, Kathy, I believe, is preparing as she's on pulpit today, but I am honored to be here to talk to you about our Sacred Service Ministries, and it is indeed a pleasure to stand in front of our beautiful, beloved Soul Center community as we honor the flawless and unmatched dedication of one of our true heroes. His name is Mo. 182 straight Sundays. You have been the anchor of our community. Thank you for always being the first to be here in the morning to say hi, the last to leave in the evening, and locking up all the doors. You don't fill a role. You look for ways to make everyone's day easier. You give of yourself so selfishly with no expectations of anything in return. You are our number one Mo, and we love you so dearly.
You know we love you, and words can barely express how much we appreciate everything you bring. You bring it with wholehearted, soulful magnificence, and we are grateful for you, even though you tried to escape. That just goes to show we do a really good job of not letting anybody know who's being appreciated that they're going to be appreciated. So we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank God for you always.
Well, just about everything's been said about Mo. He's amazing. He's an example of sacred service, which is just loving the divine as him. I love you, Mo. Thank you.
He's like, talk about some more.
I will just reiterate that, but thank you, Mo. We won't embarrass you anymore. You can go. Oh, you want to say something?
It's people like Mo that just make me all warm and fuzzy inside, because when I'm feeling a little alone and I come in here and I get the beautiful Soul Center OC welcome, hug, and love, and I see him scurrying about to make me comfortable and so that we can enjoy this center, I'm just truly, truly, truly grateful for everything you're teaching us through your service.
I think it's off.
Mic is off. It's off.
There you go. I appreciate all you guys, especially you, Reverend. And this is the least I can do for a community that feed me. Every Sunday.
All right, everyone. It's time to rock and soul.
Yeah!
With Jesse and Brian and Jackie.
Well, first I want to add to Mo. I love you some Mo. The very first face that I see when I come in is Mo, and he always has so much love and the greatest hugs. So thank you, Mo. Our congregational hymn is I Feel the Spirit. So join in. Feel free to join in. I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit moving in me. Again. I feel the Spirit moving in me. I feel the Spirit
for our house band. Come on. Good morning. My name is Kathy Lokay, and our reading today is taken from The Pathway of Roses by Christian Larson. And also, good morning to the love streamers. And he writes, true spirituality will give you health and vigor to the body, power and brilliancy to the mind, strength and perfection to character, and sublime loveliness to the soul. The more spiritual you become, the more beautiful you become in person. The more refined you become in all elements of your nature, the more powerful you will become in every thought and action, and the more comfort and happiness and real satisfaction you will receive from everything you may do in your life. When spirituality is highly developed, you live constantly on the heights. You see all things as they are in the real. You know that you are created in the image and likeness of God. You are in constant touch with the beauty and splendor of the cosmic world. And your joy is supreme. You are living in the light of spirit, and your mind at times is so illuminated by that light that your understanding of higher wisdom becomes extraordinary. You thus enter those lofty realms from which all true prophets have received their inspiration, and accordingly, you become one of those who are chosen to be taught by God. Let us turn within and pray. So just breathing in that reading, such a beautiful reading. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for this morning. So grateful to be here with my brothers and sisters in community. So grateful to be here with the love streamers and everyone who is streaming in from around the globe. So grateful to know that there's ever only one thing happening, which is love, also known by the name of God, Spirit, the universe, Divine Father, Mother, the universal mind, and so many other labels that label the one that can't be labeled. God is our source, and I am one with Divine, True Father, Mother, and as I'm one, I know that each and every one of you is one with the one. We are all in the one, expressing as the one, as only each one of us can uniquely express together in oneness. God is, we are. And so knowing that this morning, this service is blessed already beyond measure, knowing that the kids in Lighten Village upstairs, that they're learning, they're blessed, they're being in love. Blessing the band, our house band, and Jackie Simone, blessing their music, which is a word to us. Blessing Patricia and Jessica, our co-founders. Blessing the technology and all the volunteers and the prayer team and everyone here and on Lovestream. And of course, blessing our dear Reverend Keith, who will bring forth the message, and we will hear exactly what it is we need to hear, and then we'll be able to take divine right action. As the reading told us, we can be in this lofty place where we are indeed prophets, living a real and true life, and that life is blessed. Amen. Now it is time for our agape affirmations. Please rise, and you will find them in your program and coming up on the screen in Lovestream. I'll speak a line, and then we'll all repeat them aloud with sincerity and acceptance. I'm an extraordinary being of boundless potential.
I'm an extraordinary being of boundless potential.
Dynamic by design.
Dynamic by design.
New horizons of infinite possibility greet me every day.
New horizons of infinite possibility greet me every day.
Habits of health and wholeness support my body and my mind.
Habits of health and wholeness support my body and my mind.
The beauty of my soul is activated and expresses right now.
The beauty of my soul is activated and expresses right now.
Today I embrace the brilliance, the bounty, and the joy of my life.
Today I embrace the brilliance, the bounty, and the joy of my life.
In all things I am grateful.
In all things I am grateful.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen.
Amen.
And for those of you who would like to experience private individual prayer today, please come up front by the gong after service, and there you'll be directed to an Agape licensed spiritual practitioner or a licensed soul center prayer chaplain who will pray on your behalf in a safe and confidential manner. Atmosphere. Peace and blessings.
I know God. I know God, and I know God as each of every one of beautiful you. So thank you.
piano, on the guitar. Oh, good morning, Soul Center. Welcome. Are you ready to increase your divine energy quotient?
Yes!
Oh, no, so some of you are like, yes! And right now, some of you are like, oh, I'm not so sure. I'm just going to invite you to be sure. Are you ready to start choosing that which takes you in the direction of magnificence?
Yes!
All of that is tied to free will and free choice. But before we get into that, I just want to welcome you. I'm Reverend Keith. We're Soul Center. We're in our 14th year, and we are celebrating the infinite of the divine. And we are part of the Agape International Spiritual Center, which means we're asking you to participate in the conscious unfoldment, capital C conscious unfoldment, not the surface mind lowercase c consciousness. We're talking about you participating in the choices that take you to a grander divine energy quotient. What is a divine energy quotient? It is the amount of energy that includes faith, that includes inspiration, that includes life force, that allows you to thrive, to not participate in the temporal energies of lack or limitations, worries, doubts, and fears. Yes, those are human experiential experiences that we have, but that's not how we have to experience life. When you let go and you let life just happen to you and the temporal frequencies come towards you, you might be caught in a wave that takes you down into despair. But we're here to say, as we move into an awakened purview, that you get to start making choices that illuminate aspects of your life that allow you to thrive. Our community is saying, we'll meet you there, we'll greet you there. We know that which we call God, whether you call it Dios, whether you call it the universe, whether you call it Jehovah or Yahweh, Hoda, Allah, Adonai, the Great One, any name, a higher power, it is seeking to originate, perpetuate, and satiate the most magnificent version of you. You have there's a divine idea of your life, and you are to grab that. You are to grab it and run with it and make a touchdown with it. That's what we're here to do. So I welcome you to this. We're getting ready to rock and soul. But before we do, I just want to find out, is there anybody who is here in person for the very first time? Anybody here for the very first time? I believe we do have a couple people that are here for the first time. If you wouldn't mind standing up. You don't have to, but we're encouraging you to stand up and just be loved on. It'll work sitting down too, but all you're going to do... all we're going to do is we're going to just love up on you and bless you. Where it looks like this. We extend our heart, our prayers through our hands. And love streamers, you can do it from home if it's your first time love streaming, but when you come here in person, you'll do it again. All right, and we're going to say this to you. Welcome to Soul Center.
Welcome to Soul Center.
We know who you truly are.
We know who you truly are.
A divine expression of brilliance.
A divine expression of brilliance.
Purity. Beauty. Love. And excellence. We thank God for you.
We thank God for
we
you.
love you.
We love you.
Welcome to Soul Center.
Welcome to Soul Center.
You may be seated. As we continue in this month, which is conscientious creativity. What is conscientious creativity? Conscientious, it's like I am participating in how my life is unfolding. There's an energy of creation back of all life. That which created the earth, that created the stars, our solar system, that created the oceans and the beaches, the clouds, that energy of life force right now, some refer to it back as the Big Bang, that all of a sudden from nothing came something. Spiritually, we know that the Big Bang is when you decide to participate in creation, you can bring something from nothing into form as your life. But as we look back over evolution, we can see how the earth has come to where it is today through an evolutionary impulse. And we here at Soul Center, I like to call it a bevolutionary impulse when it comes to your life. A benevolent evolutionary impulse is what we're participating in. We're allowing ourselves to align with the eternal energies and frequencies that allow you to be what we're talking about in our topic today. My topic today is being extraordinary. You right now have untapped potentials, possibilities. There is an extraordinariness in your beingness, and that extraordinariness is encoded in your spiritual DNA. And so I want you to be open to that. I want you to be available. I want you to be in a space where you acquiesce, you become benevolently vulnerable. It takes benevolent vulnerability to expand and to grow. So I'm going to invite you to set the intention with me. I'm going to invite you to be able to stand into a place. When in Genesis, as we talked about last week, when we hear and Moses goes to the mountaintop and I am that I am is when he's like, who are you? I am that I am. The allness, the fullness, and again, whichever name you want to give to that, the fullness and the allness, we know that that is goodness. We know in our teachings, there has never, not once, most of what is written in scriptures around the globe when we hear of a punishing God, that does not exist. The punishments that they're speaking of when they write in scripture are the consequences of not working with the law of creation. The law of creation is where all the other laws emanate from. The law of attraction, the law of karma, the law of gravity, all of these laws are to perpetuate harmony. Every law throughout the universe is to perpetuate harmony and goodness. And so all of those stories, they talk in one way or another. And somehow, when there's a consequence to something, that people turned it into God is punishing you. There is no punishing God. Of this, we are emphatically, solidly, and confidently and faithfully of knowing this. We know that the universe is friendly, and that is just where it gets started. Friendliness is the vibrational frequency of the infinite, and we're going to allow that friendliness. We have to give it permission. When you entered into the realm of free will and free choice, you entered into a realm of choosing magnificence. We're agreeing today that when we later, and Jesus comes along and says, I am as thou art as I am, when Jesus can say that he is born in the image and likeness of God and is allowing Christ consciousness, because we know that he was not Jesus Christ, Christ being his last name, he was Jesus the Christ. Christ is a title that you get when you allow enlightenment. Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, Krishna consciousness, enlightenment, all the exact same thing. And as you allow enlightenment to rise within you, you embrace your Christ consciousness. He was the one who said, these and greater things you shall do. And so we open to that extraordinariness that is encoded in your spiritual DNA. I want to just share a story. There was a master teacher who had a disciple, and he got to the disciple and he said, imagine you're walking and you're carrying a cup of coffee. And imagine somebody is walking towards you and they bump into you and you spill your coffee. Who's responsible? What is responsible for the spilling of the coffee? I'll give you the answer. Okay. The disciples said, oh, the person who bumped into me is responsible for the spilling of the coffee. And he said, oh no, that is not what is responsible for the spilling of the coffee. He went to equate it to, whatever you are holding in your cup, life will come along and create a causation that will bump into you, and whatever you have in your cup is what's going to spill out. So if I'm holding in my cup anger, resentment, unforgiveness, and life comes along and bumps me, those things, has anybody ever had the experience, the last straw experience? Yeah. Where you're on fumes and somebody comes along and bumps you and then it spills out and then there's coffee all over the place. Those are the things. What you're carrying within your consciousness is what you're carrying, which is life is built in. It is built into the equation. In order for harmony to perpetuate itself, life has built it into the system. There's a divine inertia that is calling you into greatness. There's a whisper that comes from your soul. We may call it the still small voice. That still small voice is whispering this way to greatness. And that is why we have our spiritual practice. Our spiritual practice of meditation, our spiritual practice of prayer is calling us to go deeper. We have to incline our ear so that we reacquaint ourselves. We are reacquainting ourselves with the voice, the sights, the sensations, whether it's a clairsentient feeling, whether it's a clairaudient voice, or whether it is a claircognizant knowingness. We are opening to a truth that not only sets us free, but can allow us to participate in the fullness of creation. So I want you to imagine, if you're living from the fullness of creation, you're living from the absolute. If you're living from the absolute and you have no worries and no doubts and no fears, you have no unforgiveness, you have no problems, no challenges, you're living purely from creation, this is kind of what that would look like. There is a continuum of energy, life force, that we call chi, shakti, prana, life force, the very energy that's right now. It's breathing your breath, it's the electricity that's illuminating these lights, it's the electromagnetic field that is protecting the earth right now from asteroids and comets obliterating us. There's an electromagnetic field around you that is also tied into a matrix where we're all in oneness. But imagine the harmonious frequencies. You live from the continuum of the law of creation, which is the divine idea, and you're just in a ceaseless, lucid loop of inspired beingness. That means there's a divine idea like, oh, this is what God, this is what your soul is seeking to create and experience today through you. It makes its way through your crown, where we become aware of it. It makes its way into your third eye, where you might get visions of it. It's part of the energy of creation. When we speak in our community of that which is already done in the mind of God, an idea is done in your mind before it comes into form. We know that consciousness precedes form, and so we are allowing ourselves to move in. We're returning and re-regulating as we align with that flow of creation. It comes into your heart center, and you get to embrace that energy. You get to say yes or no. Free will and free choice says when a divine idea shows up, you can accept it or you can reject it. We're going to say, yes, in this scenario, you've accepted it because what does it beget? Bliss and joy. Because why? Because the universe only creates magnificence, and that magnificence translates into fun. It translates into goodness. It translates into being of service. It translates into prosperity. That is all it translates into. So we're saying yes to that. It makes its way down. You don't have any fears of anything. You can encounter anything. Imagine that you were walking through a field and there's rattlesnakes and there's rats and there's all kinds of venomous creatures out there. You would be one with them, and you could walk through and be like, oh, how beautiful, how magnificent. You could be one. Now, this is not a theory. There are people living on the earth right now that are experiencing that. One of my favorite people on the planet, Kevin Richardson, he's the lion whisperer. You might see some of his YouTubes. And he can go out into the African safari, and he can go out there and he can be with prides of lions because he has such a connection, such a reverence. Reverence and respect are key energies and frequencies to living from the law of creation. You have reverence and respect for life and for the divine. The divine is the energy of creation itself. It has your signature on it. There's a divine idea of your life, of every part of your life, not just one part of your life, not just what I'm here to deliver. But Kevin Richardson, he has a way. He can go out to the pride, and he'll go out, and there'll be a Jeep, and it's all caged in, and they have guys with tranquilizer guns, and then he gets out of the Jeep with nothing, and he goes and he can be with the lions or the hyenas, and nothing happens to him. They love him. He can go to a pride. It is almost unheard of that someone of another species can come into any other species, whether it's birds or lions or dogs or cats. If somebody comes towards the children of any species, those parents will go into a fight response and they will attack. Not with Kevin. He can go in, and he's been photographed and filmed where he is actually not only in the pride, but he hugs the mother, he hugs the father and the cubs. It is fantastic. It is so heartwarming. It is just the beginning of how a consciousness, because he loves them. He loves them with every fiber of his being. He was motivated to start this because of this love, and also to start to save some of the species that are becoming endangered. That's just one aspect of somebody there's many people living on the planet, whether they're working with venomous spiders or snakes, they have such a reverence that they hold and they commune. There are saints and siddhas around the globe right now that are holding that level of consciousness. We're here so imagine that energy comes down, it wants to create something, you root it, you ground it, and then you allow it to be. It has to follow a continuum. But oftentimes, we find out that we've got some worries, doubts, and fears where we need to enact the energy of transmutation. We have to allow ourselves to call forward something that will allow us to transcend. If we are not transcending our limitations, then we might be on a devolutionary path. And I'm going to encourage you to get back on the devolutionary path because it is calling you. Well, we've all heard that old expression, use it or lose it. There's when it comes to muscles that atrophy, if you don't use certain muscles, sometimes people go into extended care for an injury or this or that, and then what do? They have people have to work out certain muscles so that they don't atrophy. When it comes to our spiritual practice, we're expanding our faith. We have to remember that faith doesn't exist in our plans and the known. Faith exists in trust and the unknown. And faith is a key ingredient of living for an extraordinary life. It means you're going to bust beyond the paradigm of what you're living right now. That busting out might be a little bit, or it might be a lot of it. Whatever it is up to you. Whether you get to choose. If you're having some struggle or strife in a relationship, what are you going to choose to do in that relationship to bring it back into harmony? You might experience an aspect of bringing that relationship back into harmony where you come to peace with it, where you are not harboring not one granule of resentment, not one granule of judgment. You are a pure vessel that awaits. So if any of you are parents, then you know what it's like when a little one is having a tantrum and they're like, I hate you and you didn't give me the candy and you didn't give me this and you didn't allow me to do this or play this game or go on that trip or play with so-and-so or perhaps you grounded. And and the parent can be like, okay, I realize they're having a meltdown, but I am holding the high watch for this little one's life, and I know that they're going to work through this, and they're going to rise into something magnificent. We, somewhere along the line, lose that within our own beingness. We start participating sometimes in the dust bunnies of issues. The dust bunnies are those little things that we've normalized, where we're participating in, I'm going to cut someone off to get wherever, or I'm going to take the extra sweetener packets or the extra straws from someplace, and they're okay with that. We start to normalize things. We start to normalize behavior. I'm not going to call it bad behavior because we don't go into a place of right or wrong or good or bad. In our practice, that which is good is that which is in alignment with that which feeds your heart and feeds your soul. And as you become aware of your own divinity and your own magnificence, you get to move into your extraordinariness. There's an extraordinary blueprint in your life. What is fascinating is that science continues to prove what spiritual magnificent sages and gurus and masters have been saying for thousands of years. But recently, as recent as 2018, they discovered a neuron that they're calling the rose hip neuron. They're calling it the rose hip neuron because when you look at it under a microscope, it looks like a rose hip bud, and so that's why they called it that. But this particular neuron looks much different than the regular neurons. So the neurons are the energy in your brain that fire off commands to different things. So when you make a decision, it's magnificent. Just right here, there are billions of miraculous things taking place in your body temple. And one of those is the neural net and the neural connections that take place in your mind. And every time you make a choice You come to a choice point and you choose to either hold on to unforgiveness, or you choose to hold on to lack or self-loathing or low self-esteem. When you choose these things, and I am going to be very frank, we choose these things. When you choose to not do something about something, then you are choosing to perpetuate it. It is when you feel like you're being victimized, one of the worst things in the world would be like, oh, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling constricted, I'm feeling restricted, and it's my fault. No. That is not the way we approach it. The way we approach it is, what am I going to do about it to align back with my divine energy quotient, to expand that divine energy quotient, and to allow myself to move into a place of grace and love. We move into a humble place. Always humility. Faith and humility are two key ingredients to living an extraordinary life where you transcend the temporal energies. We start to become aware of how we can transmute energy. So we never beat ourselves up, we never make ourselves wrong, but we allow ourselves to say, what is it? The questions we want to ask is, what am I to face and what am I to embrace? What am I to face in the world? If I have things within my subconscious, worries, doubts, and fears, if I'm aware of that, what am I to face about this? You're going to face a truth that will set you free. When you are liberated from a fear, it is the most delicious, most rewarding experience. But most of us have become acclimated to this idea that these things are normal. I don't have a fear. You have to allow yourself to go into introspection and reflection on your life in order to move up. So this rose hip neuron, they noticed what it does is it's an excitement inhibitor. What does that mean? So we know, most of us know in our spiritual teachings, when you get excited about something, a wave of emotions can come along and you can get excited to the point where you block out an awareness of everything and everyone around you. I'm just so excited! And then you run off to do something and perhaps I neglect someone or something. What this inhibitor does, it doesn't shut it down, it puts you into a place of a higher awareness. It basically quiets down the outer expressions of excitement so that you can be like, and you can assess what's going on. So you get the best of both worlds. It's more connected with enthusiasm. We know that the word enthusiasm, its root is entheos, which comes from to be inspired. When you're inspired, when you're enthusiastic, when you have enthusiasm, you open into a higher awareness. So what has science proved right now by this rose hip neuron? They've proven that that moving into a place of self-observation is actually biologically founded in our genealogy. They've isolated that in the last 8 years or so. This is absolutely fantastic. I get excited when science starts to prove what we've known forever. Now, what do we call that? We call that an awakened state of consciousness. We call it the observer or the witness, where you can witness your emotions without allowing your emotions to take you down a rabbit hole of fear and despair and to start to create all kinds of protection mechanisms. We're here to allow ourselves to go deeper and higher into a greater experience of extraordinariness. So there is an extraordinary idea of your life. This is the thing that I would love for each and every one of us to grasp. And that extraordinary idea only begets good. And if it only begets good, it begets joy. The universe, despite what we're looking at right now in the world, has anybody noticed that if you look back over time, we can go back to the time of Jesus, we can go back before that time to the time of Buddha, we can go back thousands of years, and what do we hear? Story after story after story. Fighting. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of groups in opposition, a lot of good versus evil, where I'm going to triumph over this evil. And what is inherently dysfunctional in the story of good versus evil? What's dysfunctional in that story is there's this evil that I am going to overcome, and perhaps I'm going to kill or I'm going to lock up. And it creates and perpetuates this idea of opposition. And when you believe in opposition, the person who cut you off on the freeway, opposition. The economy doing whatever it is, opposition. We're here to, now there is a balance point of opposition. There's a scientific flow of harmony with opposition that exists in the world. Opposition, North Pole, South Pole. Those examples of opposition are the seasons even. You know, right now we're getting ready to go into summer in the northern hemisphere, but in the southern hemisphere they're going into winter. There's always a balance. That opposition, we're good. Opposition that creates bad and evil and good, that's what we're here to transcend. When you experience something that has been discordant, that is out of harmony, whether it's within your body temple or in your body of affairs, or your emotional body, when you bring it into resonance, oh, the liberation and the deepening of your connection with your true self, your higher self, your magnificence, it is delicious. The other thing that science has come across over the past decades is that we are over-endowed to thrive. We have everything we need coded in our spiritual DNA. Now, they don't call it spiritual DNA, but they look at our human DNA. Everything we need, we are over-endowed to thrive. But it is your choice to choose, am I going to use what I'm endowed with to thrive, or am I going to settle for the mundane? Am I going to settle for the status quo? And am I going to let my worries, doubts, and fears overwhelm me? I'm going to invite you today to join me. I want you to say, I am an empowered being of light.
I am an empowered being of light.
I am living an extraordinary life.
I am living an extraordinary life.
I am tapped into my extraordinariness.
I am tapped into my extraordinariness.
And I am letting it fly.
And I am letting it fly.
That was pretty good first out the gate. These are the things, you know, when we put our affirmations up on the screen, all of our affirmations they're just not like fluffy, airy-fairy ideas. They're based on a reflective of absolute truth, principles, the laws that govern the universe, that bring forward harmony. And so some people on the spectrum of an affirmation, so like if you just say, I am prosperous. On the low end of the spectrum, if I say I am prosperous, but I do not believe that I am prosperous, and I'm not going to do anything about changing that, then you can expect to stay exactly where you are in your prosperity quotient. But if you say something like, I am prosperous and I am allowing everything about me to know what true prosperity is, you're now activating something. You are activating something within your beingness. When you ask a question like, what am I to face? What am I to face in order that the truth shall set me free? What am I to embrace in order that I can expand into greater good? Questions are activators. We want to make sure that we're participating in asking the right question. The right question will never be, why is this happening? What are they trying to get from me? Those are debilitating questions that take you further down into despair. You have to ask questions like, how do I experience more empowerment energy that comes from source? How am I to go into my extraordinary state of beingness? This is what you do to participate in the conscious evolution of your own energy field. Right now, there is, I don't know if some of you have been paying attention, but there is a new field of medicine that's really taken off, biogerontology. Gerontology is the study of aging, because so many people are worried about, oh my God, as you get older, you get the wrinkles, and you get some things that degenerate in your body, the eyes start to change, and there's kind of a real degenerative look at that. Biogerontology is saying like, ooh, it's put under the umbrella of longevity medicine. And over the past 30 years, longevity medicine has been looking at how do we be proactive in our wellness. Longevity medicine over the past 10 years has started to do concierge medicine, where you go in and you pay a hefty price and you can get all kinds of things where they test your biomarkers and they see where are you in particular predispositions to things. And where this new longevity medicine is going is that instead of doing, they're basically moving away from the old model, the old paradigm, where we're treating the symptoms after they arrive. They're saying like, we see in the biomarkers what is to come. Now what they're reading in those, your biomarkers, is what comes from your human DNA. Your spiritual DNA is underneath that. When you activate that, you start to illuminate, and this is where we know, when you activate your spiritual DNA, a radiance starts to rise, and you start making the choices that influence your environment. And we know consciousness creates an experience. Consciousness creates an experience, and your experience verifies your consciousness. Your experience confirms your consciousness. So you can look out into your world, and whatever is out picturing your world is a reflection of your consciousness. So then you're going to take that mirror reflection and say, what am I going to do about this? What am I to face? What am I to embrace in order to expand into a higher experience of whatever? Now, I know the world is modeled on statistics, and even longevity medicine is modeled on statistics. And I will say, it is a great evolutionary impulse when you see something like this, because mostly we've been moving to a health management system instead of a health growth and expansion and purity system. So we're looking at like, now people are starting to get a little bit proactive. I'm going to ask you to use that same idea, but go even a step further in your spiritual practice. In our spiritual practice, when we go into meditation, we already have the proof. Your metabolism regulates, your blood pressure regulates, everything comes back into homeostasis when we move into meditation. When you bring prayer into the equation, and I'm not just talking about reciting a rote prayer that somebody has fed to you. Those can be powerful, but the idea, and this is what actually Jesus the Christ was trying to effectuate in his teachings. It goes largely unnoticed. He was asking that people start to embody the prayers. That when you speak your word, you're speaking it with a vibratory field of conviction and creation. That it becomes real to you, because when it feels real to you, then you get to live where you exist. That faith is allowing yourself to be in trust and the unknown. But even that, as we move into a deeper space, we're going to start to feel the knownness of it in the mind of God before it manifests in the material world. So we're all in agreement. We're going to allow that to be. We're going to allow ourselves to go deeper and higher into your cognizance. Not my cognizance, not the cognizance of a religious teaching that says you must do this or that there's a punishing God. Not that. You're going to have a direct experience in your life of the law of creation and your extraordinariness throughout your entire being. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Then I'm going to invite you to join me right now as we tune and turn within. Just take a breath. Take a breath and know that this breath is only possible from the omni-activity of the divine. For the divine is that which originates, perpetuates, and satiates everything in the entirety of life. Life itself is brilliant. It is extraordinary. There is an extraordinariness within our bones and beingness connected to our spiritual DNA. That informs, that motivates, enthusiates. I am so grateful to know that each of us is imbued and over-endowed with more good than we could possibly even know what to do with. And we are choosing now, today. I am allowing myself to remember the truth. I remember that there is an omniamorous, loving God that has never punished, never condemned, never withheld anything, that thrives and lives from joy. We allow ourselves to remember. We allow ourselves to remember that holy presence, whether we call it Jehovah or Choda or Dios or Allah or Yahweh or Adonai or the universe or the one or the higher power of creation itself, it only seeks to beget good, and it begets that good through each and every one of us, intimately, lovingly formed and fashioned in its image and likeness. We are speaking beyond our personality, beyond our gender, beyond our race, beyond any of our worries, doubts, and fears, for those are what we are letting go of. We are allowing divine strength to rise up from within us. We are allowing confidence and clarity to guide and direct, uplift, and connect us. We return to our indigenous origins of our divine self. And we can say, each and every one of us, from our heart and soul, I am as thou art, and thou art as I am. I am living from the infinite, overflowing, extraordinary magnificence that God is. Each of us saying yes to this. Each of us allowing this day, right now. This is the choice point. Right here, right now. We are choosing to allow magnificence, choosing to allow benevolence, choosing to allow goodness. Oh, to motivate and enthusiate us. And wherever forgiveness is necessary, wherever redemption is necessary, wherever purification is necessary, we humble ourselves and we say, yes, I release any concerns and I allow myself to rise and shine in divine strength, optimism, and faith. A faith that trusts the divine idea that is already done in the mind of God as my life now. And it is from this place of deep thanksgiving, oh, that we breathe that holy breath and we allow it to matriculate, permeate, satiate, and satisfy itself as a life glorious. And it is from a place of deep thanksgiving, knowing in God all is made new and infinite benevolent potentials and possibilities are at hand. We are allowing it to be here and now. We allow it to be by saying, and so it is.
So it is.
Amen.
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 Amin. Ashe.
Ashe.
Aho. Mahalo. Shalom. Hotep. And hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Community, and I am just grateful for all of you. I'm grateful that, you know what you've just entered into? You've entered into a contract with your soul, with the divine, that is allowing a perpetuation of good. So unstrap your seatbelts.
Yeah!
All right, I'm going to invite the ushers to come forward, and we're moving into our conscious time of giving. And if you would like to support our community, which we certainly hope you would like to, these are the different ways you can support our community. You can use the QR code, you can use Venmo, Zelle, you can also write a check, whether it's electronic or otherwise. These are the two that are going to circulate the baskets, and if you have cash or a check or perhaps even a blue butterfly that you put into the basket, blue butterfly just means you're part of our auto tithe program. Just as a reminder, our community, we exist off of your love offerings. That's what's paying for the electricity and paying our rent and allowing us to have amazing musicians. So we just invite you to please give from your heart and soul, and our offering angels are going to go forward as Jackie Simone comes back on up.
That's me too.
Man, I love Reverend. Thank you for that. And thank you for the reminder to make that contract, to live in the upper room for our extraordinary sisters. Lord's name. Who could I depend on when I could not see the grace of God all the time holding me? And if I made my bed in hell, God said, Lord, I am leaving with you there. Pick up my bed and walk, hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Hey, to the upper room of sweet surrender. In the upper room, yeah, hold you tender, yeah. The upper room, release your burdens and care. In the upper room, God hears all your prayers. Come on and go upstairs to the upper room. Ain't no denying, tears of joy will be only crying. Hey, pick up my pen and walk. Hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Jessica Joy, come on. You'll be protected when you cannot see. Lifted in love and clarity. Hey, Jessica Joy. In the upper room, there's sweet surrender. In the upper room, yeah, hold you tender, yeah. The upper room, release your burdens and care. In the upper room, God hears all your prayers. Come on and go upstairs to the upper room. Ain't no denying, tears of joy will be only crying. Look up and walk, hush all that foolish talk. It's time to go upstairs. Yeah. Don't you wanna live in the upper room? Don't you wanna live in the upper room? See, grace will hold you, wisdom will mold you, love speaks to you, the Lord guides you, Holy Spirit abides in you. Look at you in the upper room. Elevate your mind, lift your voice, take them higher. Let the Spirit guide you in the upper room, in the upper room, in the upper That's our contract. Our extraordinariness.
All right, just a couple of announcements before we bless the offering. If you are interested, we are having an open house inside the sanctuary at 12 noon today. So we'll take a little break and we're going to come back. It's going to be a short presentation about who we are and what we're doing. And then if you have any questions, about agape, about new thought, about principle, about whatever it is. We're going to open to question and answer. So if you're new, or perhaps you've been around for a little while, I'm going to invite you to come back into the sanctuary at 12 o'clock for our open house gathering. Right now, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and join me as we bless the offering. Oh, how good it is to know that the universe is infinitely supplying all the time from all good, an unlimited resource that sources and supplies all good throughout all the universe. For all, each and every one of us, there is an impulsion, a compulsion to say yes to more good. I am grateful to know that that which we call God, bliss, beauty, joy, love is all giving, all loving, all knowing, all powerful. We, each and every one of us, we are made up from its brilliance, formed and fashioned in the image and likeness of God, that only circulates swirls and whirls in goodness and blesses and professes and expresses. And I bless this offering. I know that all needs are met in our community individually and collectively. We bless this offering knowing that as we bless it for ourselves, we bless the entire world with prosperity. We see a world where all mouths are fed, all bodies are housed and clothed, where peace is prevailing itself. We hold an unwavering, unbroken awareness of this as we bless this offering, knowing that as we thrive and rise, all thrive and rise. We bless it as good and we allow it to continue to expand, and so it is. Thank you, ushers, and our beautiful love offering angels, and the children's community is going to come in and share what was going on in their world today. Come on in.
Good morning.
Turn the little flash.
Green light on?
Turn the green light on.
Hello. Today our lesson was that mistakes are miracles. And we're going to have the kids share what they learned and what they made today.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm an intern at Enlightened Kids Village, and today, we learned that mistakes are miracles. We showed this by doing these kind of scribbling on our artworks and trying to create art out of them. So that was fun.
I learned activities and I learned a bunch of things from my class. And that was art because I love everything, and this is my art of class.
All right, and now we'll sing the peace song. Thank you.
Let there be peace on earth, the peace that
I allow peace and love and wellness and goodness and beauty and joy, the extraordinary, to have its extraordinariness in my beingness. I personify the divine by remembering the truth that I am formed and fashioned in its image and likeness, infinite benevolent potential and possibility is at hand. Something magnificent has taken place here today, and we are allowing it to have its way to, through, and as our beingness extraordinarily right now by saying, so be it. So be it. Amen. Amen. All right, love screamers. We'll see you tomorrow on the daily affirmative prayer call at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time.